Hey guys, welcome to Toy Chat. This is Max.
And Sang.
And today we have something very special for you guys. We are going to both build and review the exclusive Build-A-Doll Poppy Parker from Integrity Toys.
She's part of the Misbehave collection, the Style Lab from the Luxe Life Integrity Toy Con.
Yeah, and it is only possible to get all the components for her if you purchase the entire collection of from this past year's Style Lab. We did already do a Misbehave Style Lab haul in our previous video, so make sure to check that out. If you haven't, I will link it in the description.
So we showed this off last time in the video, but this is all the components that each of the other dolls and fashion packs come with, what piece of Poppy it comes with. So, very handy guide. We'll give you guys another look at this. But yeah, we are going to build this Poppy, and it should be fun since I heard this is not super easy to do. One thing to note that is gonna be a little interesting is she does come with 2 pairs of shoes that are different, as well as two pairs of legs. One is her standard Poppy kind of flat feet, and then the high heel feet that are more common with the other lines like New Face and stuff like that.
I wonder if there's like a recommended order of putting these parts together.
I don't know, we're just gonna toss them together. Yeah, there's really no thing, just stick the pieces together. And
yeah, there's no packaging to go over, so pretty much just gonna dive right into these pieces. They come in little plastic baggies, as you can see in the compartments of the Misbehave dolls, and you just gather them all and start building her, which is what we are gonna do.
So of course, let's just start with the head. Yeah, one thing interesting to note is like this Poppy has a unique skin tone, so you kind of have to get every piece in order to build her, unless you're willing to build her on a a different body mold.
If you're willing to behead another cream skin tone doll.
This is such a weird thing.
Oh yeah.
Did I just stick it in?
Like, you
just not lube it up or anything? I mean,
I don't think so.
Weird. You just like throw her thing in there.
Yeah. That's how most Integrity Toys pieces are, so I guess you just like shove it in there.
It's not going in. This is like weird hard vinyl though. Like it's not like the soft vinyl like Monster High.
I would assume you just put it in because that's the same for other doll heads. You just like shove it in there.
You know what? Let's start that. Let's do that later. Let's start with the bust. A hole in the hole. It's so weird on her side.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm just doing this off camera.
I swear, Integrity Toys fans out there, if you guys have like some Bible of techniques that we're not aware of for all this complex stuff you have to do to put together these dolls, feels like
there we go. It snaps in, so sexy. Alright, so the thing is with these arms is like you need to figure out which one is the right limb and then the left one, so that's gonna be fun. So far, so good.
Almost something substantial. Alright, so after the ordeal of building her and dressing her up, yeah, a lot of which had to happen off camera, here is the Build-A-Doll exclusive Poppy Parker from the Misbehave Style Lab collection. It is a very lovely Poppy, and as we discussed in the previous video, this is either the first time or one of the first times that she has come in the cream skin tone. She has very long, sunny blonde hair that's parted right down the middle, and she has brown eyebrows and a lovely shimmery silver eyeshadow, rooted eyelashes of course, and she has pale blue eyes and a sugar pink lip with some nice blush. She is wearing a silver pair of hoop earrings, which seemed like a very common theme in the Style Lab dolls. Both Janae and Ellery were well at wearing them as well. She is wearing a dramatic silver necklace. You know, it's very like pop art looking, which is a recurring theme throughout her whole outfit, as you will see in a moment. Poppy's top is very, very va-va-voom. It's very loud and it's almost like...
Very runway.
Yeah, it is very runway. It's almost kind of like pop art, like brought to life in clothing. I get very, very loud, like art gallery vibes from this. Like I feel like you'd wear this to a really dramatic, like pop art, you know, gala or opening or something like that. She is wearing a shoulder-strapped crop top with some buckles on the strap and very, very colorful top, and it shows a little bit of midriff, which is very nice, and there is a little belt piece, which thankfully you don't have to, it looks like it's a separate piece, but you don't have to put it on yourself separately. It's just...
I think it's sewn into the dress.
Okay.
Or the shirt, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. What's really pretty about this outfit is the back of it is a huge bow. It's really cute, and there's like this draping cloth piece that goes all the way down. Very, very like Met Gala kind of. It's really cute, and it has the same design throughout, very multicolored, very pop art. For her arms, or the hands that we decided to put on are the gloved hands, so it's a separate piece. It's just like a little sleeve you put on her arms, it's jet black, and then these are painted black hands. And for the pants, she's wearing very simple, super skin tight, pleather black pants. Nothing too exciting, but they do have pockets and nicely form-fitting. Moving on down to the shoes, she is wearing a bright silver pair of buckled flats, and God, it's almost like jarring seeing a female Integrity Toys doll with like flat feet. I'm so not used to it right now.
Lulu had flat feet, the one we reviewed.
And of course, we're using our own stand. This doll does not come with a stand because she came in pieces, but so this Poppy comes with 3 sets of hands total. What's really funny is the non-gloved ones aren't super different from each other. They're almost sort of like French tips. They have, it's just like black nail polish with white tips. This one is just like larger, whiter nails, and this one is, I don't know. But these nails are black and they have white tips. And she also comes with a nice silver ring that has a really similar design to her necklace. And she comes with a simple silver bracelet as well. Nothing too fancy on that, but it's kind of angular. Again, her jewelry all matches in that same way. And she also does come with a little black clutch. And, you know, per usual, you can open it, put stuff inside it if you so desire. Probably not a lot of space in there, and she also comes with another pair of heels. They are mustard yellow heels with the heel itself is silver. The other pair of feet she comes with has toenails that match the fingernails.
Alright, so some of her other accessories include a beret and some black sunglasses.
Yes, and the beret you have to like pin to her head. I don't know how I feel about the shape of the sunglasses. They're a little bit weird for the rest of this look because they're kind of like the round, like goggle-esque sunglasses, and I don't know how I feel about that pairing with this look.
Yeah, well, I think that's alright. It's just sometimes they're kind of hard. Like if they're not super straight on, they kind of look like noticeably like off kilter. Alright, so that was our overview of Build a Doll Poppy Parker of the Misbehaved Style Lab collection. She is pretty. She's definitely a unique doll, I think, for this convention and this collection. They create a Poppy that is unique. I think we mentioned before in the last video, she is cream colored. So that means her skin tone is unique to this one only. So If you want to get this Poppy, you kind of have to collect all the pieces of her because she's not available in this skin tone before. Also, the fact that she has 2 pairs of like legs, also kind of unique. It's not very common for Integrity Toys to include like 2 pairs of legs, like the high heel and the flat foot. Poppies tend to have the flat feet. So she's a little bit shorter than the rest of the girls. And I think, yeah, that's their way of like giving her more of like a youthful feel. Poppy has a very versatile face mold, so sometimes she has kind of like the seductive look, like in this version where she's wearing a lot of eyeshadow, and then there are some lines or some dolls where she's a bit more like wide-eyed and cute. And then of course Poppy herself in this line is a bit more modern. I think they mentioned at the convention that Poppy, generally speaking, kind of like sticks to like the 60s and 70s style, so it's very different for her to be in kind of like what you would see on runway nowadays. Do I think she's worth buying $10 for? I think if you are a Poppy collector, yes. But also it's kind of weird since there's no Poppy in the collections. You're essentially buying all these dolls just to own one Poppy. If you're strictly just collecting Poppies, which is kind of insane, but I know people who do that. She's essentially worth like almost $1,000 if you think about just getting her through the method of buying everything else. I know a lot of Poppy collectors would love to have her.
I feel like this Poppy is sort of a polarizing one, because the impression I got is that there's some people who are against Poppy having very modern looks. I overheard in the crowd when it was discussed in one of the luncheons or dinners, whenever it was brought up, that Poppy tends to stay in her own era. Like when the possibility of, of a modern Poppy came up, there was very mixed reactions from the crowd. Like some people were booing and some people were kind of acting like they wanted it. So I don't know how people are going to feel about her. It seemed like this one in general was pretty well liked just because she is very fun and flashy. I agree with pretty much everything Sang said. I feel like just because you have to do something so extreme to get this doll, like you have to buy so many dolls and you have to spend so much money, there's a part of me that was almost like expecting something more spectacular. Like I don't know, I just feel like it's just such an extreme thing to have to do. Like even as an Integrity Toys collector, you have to just commit to this whole collection and spend like a massive amount of money. And I explained in the last video like why I bought the whole collection. I didn't intend to like keep all the dolls, some were for friends, but I don't know. I think she's very pretty. But there's a part of me that also feels like this could have just as easily been, like a standard Poppy release. I love Poppy in general. I think, as Sang mentioned, she has a very gorgeous and a very versatile face mold. Even though I am down with it's representative of Poppy's character to kind of stay in her lane, like her own era. I think the fact that they released a modern Poppy is very fun and fresh, and I'm glad they did it. Chances are they won't be doing it very often, which I am okay with, but I think it's a fun thing to do every once in a while. Maybe they'll only release modern Poppies, like for the conventions. I personally don't know if I would categorize this Poppy as a must-have, just because she's so polarizing and she's so different from every other Poppy. But then again, for a lot of people, that might be an argument to have her if you want one that really stands out from the rest. So very, very curious to know what you guys think of this Poppy. Let us know in the comments your thoughts on her, if you think she's worth spending $900 on. Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't. Thank you for joining us for our review of Build a Doll Poppy of the Misbehaved Style Lab collection. Let us know what you'd like to see next from our channel, and we will see you next time. Bye!